News, my lovely, wonderful people. It go shock you. Hey, now our brother Gumi, Gumi does speak. He say he won't tell us who this presidential candidate when Nigerians go vote for. He said the best person when Nigeria go vote for. Gumi don't give his own verdict. Everybody has a choice to choose, by the way. So free Gumi. Whoever he chooses is his choice. You dey feel me now? Let him choose his presidential candidate. You too, you have a choice to pick. Pick your presidential candidate. No crime. No hard feelings, okay? Let him choose whoever he deems fit. But for him, he has made a solemn pledge and a solemn vow to Nigerians that this is the person Nigerians should be voting for if we want to see things change. Don't forget that the same man, this same man, and I've told Nigerians that, anybody that will stop banditry, anybody that will come after all these guys that are causing bad things in the north, that they should not be voted for, because the guys that are carrying out evil going on in the country said those are their soldiers, that they are doing what they cannot possibly do. It says so nobody should come against such an individual. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details as we hear Gumi's verdict. Gumi responds when asked who is the best among the presidential candidates ahead of the polls. The Islamic clergy, Gumi, has shared his views ahead of the forthcoming presidential election. According to the Electoral Acts of what we have today, the Independent National Electoral Commission, the presidential election will take place on the 25th of February 2023 across the 36 states in the country, including the Federal Capital Territory. In an exclusive interview with the Punch newspaper, the controversial Islamic scholar said none of the presidential candidates can handle Nigerians' problem alone, but all of them can handle Nigerians' problem collectively if they can agree to work as one unit, one entity. If they can agree to work together as one, he said it will go a very long way. In his words, none of them can handle Nigerians' problem alone, but all of them can handle Nigeria problem collectively. I will look at the candidate who has the ability to work together with others. He is the man Nigeria needs. Someone who can come together with others. Someone who can see the people as one. Someone who can work with the people. Someone who can possibly understand the people. And the ability to work with other people goes a long way. That's the kind of person Nigerians should be looking at. Not someone who does not have, who wants to work alone and wants to be a master of all. The problem today facing Nigeria is so enormous, one person cannot sort out this problem alone. No, one person cannot sort it out alone. So my wonderful people, for Gumi, in his own mind though, he said everybody should come together. He said all the presidential candidates, all of them, yes, they should work together. They should all come together in a table called compromise. And nobody should see themselves. They should all agree, share ideas that they all, this is very diplomatic, very way. The very, very diplomatic way of solving problem. That they should all come to a round table. However, even on that round table, sweetheart, you need someone to facilitate the discussion. Somebody have to take what we call the lead in it. Somebody will have to take the lead. Otherwise, there'll be chaos. And somebody just needs to, and that's why we are having what we call a precedent. So, but if you listen to Gumi's previous conversation, what he said previously was that, anybody who will fight against the Fulani herdsmen activity, anyone who could possibly fight against the people, such an individual, should not be voted for. That was his submission. That such an individual should not be voted for. Such an individual cannot be Nigeria's president. That was what he was saying right before now. So Nigerians, again and again, the ball, they will say, is in your court, is in my court. So Gumi wants Nigerians, to choose somebody so Gumi wants Nigerians to choose somebody who will, who will work with other people very well with other people, and irrespective, and whatever happened, the people must see themselves at one. The people must be able to come together on a round table and be able to, get things running and bring ideas and things that could possibly, join together. There must be a joining. That's his own submission. So for you guys, what do you think? Do you subscribe to his school of thought? Do you think we need a government formation? We need a formation, people to come together and form, government, so that by the time there is stability, probably that's when we can now have an election and pick one person to become the leader. Other than that, they should, all of them that have, indicated interest to rule should come together on a round table, and they should be able to, work together and provide solution to the country's present predicament, rather than working differently and trying to see, that this one is the boss, that one is the boss. Everybody should come together, you see. So that's Gumi's own submission. But for you, what do you see? What do you think? Do you agree with him? Do you think that, it should, things should go that way? Do you share in the same way? Do you share that? So these are things that we must look at together. These are things that every single one of us must understand and ensure that we do not allow the same thing to hold us down. Everybody have got a part to play. Every single one of us must play this part together. Okay? Nobody should sit back there and think that things are going to fall in place when we have an opportunity to make a change. We did nothing. If you want things to become good, if you want the nation to become better, you and I will have to ensure that we work together. You and I will have to ensure that we do everything that is needed to bring this country to where it ought to be. There are all kinds of, matters going on, and every single person must put their own spin. We must all put our parts. We must all play our part in ensuring that this nation become a better place. Okay, we must all play our part in ensuring that this nation become a better place. Remember that it's up to you and I. Yes, remember that every single one of us, we are all in this together. The people who are telling us, to do this, to do that, have you really thought about them? Have you seen what they've been doing? Do we have to allow such to continue? You can see for yourself. They all speak for themselves. How far have we come? Why should we allow people who have questionable character to continue to rule? You know, I know, we know, but yet we allow such. If we're going to make a headway, everyone will have to agree that at some point we need what we call change, and we must administer change together. It's not a job for one person, it's a job for every one of us. Yes? Bye for now.